So the donors are leaving him. And you have things, Libby, like here's what they say. 4 donors who contributed tens of millions of dollars in the 2020 election cycle said that they are reconsidering their giving from the last cycle now that they know where Biden stands on the Israeli conflict. You also had one man who they interviewed who used to be a staffer for Bill Clinton, says he voted for Joe Biden in 2020. And he says, I'm not voting for Biden. I'm not saying I'm voting for Trump, but it's a non-zero chance now that he could vote for Trump. Joe Biden is in a bad spot, Libby, and he only has himself to blame. So, Libby, you have all of these former Biden donors, people who definitely voted for Joe Biden, even a guy who worked for Bill Clinton, who has been a lifelong Democrat, saying it's not a 0% chance anymore that I might vote for Donald Trump in this election. Joe Biden truly only has himself to blame because he is the one who has made all these bad decisions and dug this hole for himself.
Yeah, I think that you're exactly right. And I think that these Biden donors will be fleeing the Democrats at this point due to the situation in Israel, as you mentioned. It's really a huge deal. Biden is pandering to the far left wing of the Democrat Party. We saw that where he basically gave the college campus protesters a win by saying to them, oh, you've been protesting out here? Okay, well, I will withhold weapons shipments to Israel. I will withhold military aid to one of our closest allies, all because these kids who don't even know what intifada means, despite what they keep shouting it, who don't even know which river and which sea they keep chanting should, the Palestinians should have access to. They don't know anything, but Biden panders to them anyway. So if I were a major donor to Biden, if I were a major donor to the Democrats, and I cared about America's allies, I cared about America's presence on the world stage, I cared about, making sure that our allies know that we have their backs globally, I would flee as well. Not to mention, if I were a Jewish donor, I would be pretty hard pressed to give my money or my vote to Joe Biden. And we see this too. Michael Rappaport, the comedian and actor, keeps coming out saying, it's on the table. Voting for Donald Trump is on the table. And if you care about our allies, there's really only one choice over here.